Diversity. Including gender diversity is important to any programme. This includes the North London Heat and Power Project, which is constructing vital replacement waste management and energy recovery facilities. According to Energy and Utility Skills 2018, women make up only 15% of the waste and resource management sector, compared to 47% for all sectors. In the construction industry, this is only about 10%. In comparison, 21% of people working on the North London Heat and Power Project are women. Furthermore, this proportion of women does not reflect the gender composition of the local neighbourhood area. And interestingly, a new study by Loughborough University, exploring LGBT experiences in the construction industry, has revealed that LGBT women say gender is a bigger barrier than sexuality when it comes to moving up the job ladder. So it is clear that there is plenty to do to achieve gender equality within the engineering and construction industry. This is because a diverse workforce brings the different perspectives and the richer collaborative environment that is needed to meet the challenges of a major infrastructure project. Inclusive environments on projects maximise the power from differences, realise the potential of everyone working in them, and enables truly innovative thinking. Personally, I find that having a diversity of perspectives is really inspiring, and we get that from gender diversity. I've learned to understand the need to be truly open to different perspectives, especially if you're used to working in a male-dominated environment. We males must listen carefully to our female colleagues to help us better understand their lived experiences, both working on the project and within their parent organisations. The theme of this year's International Women in Engineering Day is Engineering Heroes. And in this video you will hear from some of the women working on the North London Heat and Power Project about their role on the project and their experiences as women in engineering.
Hi, my name's Alex Mitchell and I'm a chartered civil engineer, and I'm currently working as a section manager for Taylor Woodrow, managing the construction of the Eco Park House building, which is going on behind me here.
Hi, I'm Eleanor Cooper. I'm a civil engineer with 10 years of experience in the industry. I'm currently working with Wood on various design tasks across the project.
My name is Carmen Santos. I'm a senior planner engineer for Taylor Woodrow, and I've been in the construction world for 8 years.
Hello, my name is Marlena. I am Marlena Krum. I am CDM Principal Designer on North London Heat and Power Project, overseeing design, construction and commissioning site-wide utilities and also Eco Park South facility.
So my name is Narissa Patel. I'm the project manager for the temporary waste bulky recycling facility here at Eco Park. I've been in the industry for about 6.5, 7 years.
Hi, my name is Elena Kosovanu. I'm working for Barhill as a section engineer on the sewer diversion works for North London Heat and Power Project. I've been working as an engineer for 4 years on different projects in London area.
My name's Katie. I'm a site engineer for Taylor Woodrow, and I've been working in the construction industry for about 5 years.
Okay, so my name is Buki, and I am the sustainability manager for Eco Park South project for Taylor Woodrow, and I have been working in the engineering industry for about 18 years.
COVID-19 has brought lots of challenges which we've had to adapt to, but since it started easing, it's brought new challenges with it. So trying to maintain everyone's preventative measures like hygiene, social distancing and welfare, also trying to take a more flexible working approach with our staff following the success during lockdown periods. But one of our biggest challenges at the moment, and it's becoming an increasing problem, is the supply and demand for materials. Due to a combination of reduced capacities at production facilities from people COVID distancing, and people doing a lot of DIY at their homes and renovation works, and also along with Brexit, it's caused nationwide shortages of cement, aggregate, steel, cladding, even the packaging that the materials come in. So this increased demand has pushed up the prices quite considerably, and it's brought along with it longer lead-in times for those materials, and so we're having to order those raw materials now before our design is complete to try and mitigate some of this extra delay.
To me, main post-COVID challenge is not being able to interact with site personnel, project teams in a way as I would like to. I believe face-to-face communication is far much effective in building positive relationship with people, influencing behaviors and also better collaboration. And I hope that will never be replaced with online interactions.
So since COVID-19 happened, we've had to maintain social distancing, which is quite tricky to do on site and in the office as well. So we have limited capacity on our meeting rooms and spaces we're able to gather together. So it can be quite difficult sometimes to gather the team together, to have a conversation about something or to work through a problem. So what generally happens is we started having those conversations a bit more on site rather than in the office, and actually that can be quite a good thing sometimes. Looking at a problem on site altogether is a quicker way of resolving it than in the office. Maybe 10% female.
So I think it's probably between 10 and 20, so I'd say 15%.
In terms of the gender split, I've generally always had the number about 20% in my head, but I have definitely had experiences where I've been way less than that.
So I'd estimate the gender split to be about 10% females to males currently in the industry, and I think it's steadily increasing.
No, it doesn't surprise me. There are not very many female engineers working on this project at the moment, but I do see more and more female engineers coming up through university in different channels, so I'm hopeful that that number is ever increasing.
The figure doesn't really surprise me. I don't think it's something that's going to be fixed overnight, but I think Taylor Woodrow especially is really good at including, female, male, BAME, all the different types of diversity, and always willing to help.
Yes, the figure doesn't surprise me, but on this project I think we do have quite a number of women on the project in the offices. But I think the good thing is, what we can do better, I think, is if we have more actually doing the job on the site.
It doesn't really surprise me, but I have to say that it's got much better. When I started, I was mainly the only women in the room, and now there's many more of us. It's just a matter of time.
Always follow your dreams, and from my experience as an engineer, working on site every day, the pride that an engineer feels when some lines from a piece of paper become reality is priceless.
If you really want to go for it, go for it. Because if you're really passionate about it, you will find a way. Even if you find obstacles, you will overcome them.
I'd say go for it, have a go. I think women have a lot to offer the industry. We certainly need more women in the industry. And if you're nervous about it, or you're not sure where to get started, find somebody who is already working a level up from you, a couple of levels up, and get a mentor, get somebody who's going to show you the ropes and help you out, or somebody who can just tell you a bit about their experiences. I think it's really worthwhile, and it's great when you can see engineers further along their career path than you, and you can aspire to something.
So the advice I'd probably give to women looking to get into engineering is not to be put off by the numbers. Women already make up a larger proportion of the office than you'll expect. And if we get more women engineers in there, then it can only get better.
I think they have to be determined. They have to be willing, and always also willing to learn. Just empty themselves of what they think they know and just come and be willing to learn. They shouldn't be unconsciously biased, because I think usually it's not intentional, but the unconscious bias side of things, that, can a woman climb a scaffold, or will she be able to climb that ladder? I think that's the one thing, give them all the full support and try and work on being unconsciously biased.
So the advice that I'd probably give to male colleagues is quite simple really. It would just be to treat their female colleagues fairly.
My advice is to support and encourage the female co-workers in their roles, as we can all succeed together.
I would say just don't walk by. If you witness any behavior that wouldn't be taking place if women were present, that means it's not right. We must remember that if we make the work environment more inclusive to women, we should be making a better place to work for all.
It can be quite daunting as a female going into such a male-dominated industry, especially when joining a new project or team, and particularly when going on site. So try and make initial contact with women that when they first start on a project. Try and break the ice with them and make them feel comfortable and welcome and part of the team. And make sure there's sufficient toilet and changing facilities in the office and on site as well. And don't try and do anything different for them, because there shouldn't be no differences just because they're a woman.